far as I know, paved the way for having, kind of combining the roles of producer and editor. And now the networks have been doing that probably 5 years.
Yep.
You hand the producer a DV camera, go do the story. So for our students here, I'm just curious about your opinion. Does that make it more of a challenge now for people that want to go into this field? Because they have to know about political science, history, New York City, who's the mayor, you know, and they have to know, like what you do, go out with a camera, research the story, write the story, shoot the story, get in front of the camera, edit the story.
Yeah.
Does that make it that much harder now? Because it used to be all separated. You were a techie or you were
Sure.
You were a producer. Now you're both.
Yes, it makes it harder. In our business, if you want to get into TV because you want to be on TV, then don't go into news. If you want to host American Idol, then don't go into news. I don't know what you go into to get that job, but it's not news. You know, you need to be a news consumer if you want to be in this business. I can't stand up here and have somebody ask me a question and not know what that person's talking about. You can't take days off from following the news cycle, especially if you host a live newscast where people are calling up and can say anything at any moment. I've got no idea who's calling or what they're going to say. So from an editorial perspective, to be in this business, you need to know a little bit about everything, or else you'll be exposed as a fraud and you just won't last. The technical side is, in the beginning, challenging. You're going to need to learn how to edit, how to shoot. Then you're going to need to learn how to produce, in some cases, set up the interviews. You're going to need to do the legwork, the research. I had lucky enough to have had a professor for a semester when I was in college in Buffalo. I studied abroad in London for a semester. First time that I was, heading out, and it's a big world. Okay, great. I'm a little college kid, and I get there, and I had a professor right out of Central Casting. Think of Sherlock Holmes. The big furry white eyebrows and the pipe and the plaid jackets. I mean, he was amazing. Charles Chilton. I think he's still alive. He's like 95. I checked Wikipedia to see if he's dead. I do. He was a great man. So at the end of the last class, end of the semester, he got right in my face, went around the room, and he stops at my desk, and he was giving us this final goodbye. And he said, if you want to be in news, you have to ask yourself, is the fire in your belly? And I was like, and he said, and he got right in my face. He's the kind of guy who has hair coming out of the top of his nose, And he gets right in my face, and he says, is the fire in your belly? And I was like, yes, sir. And you need that fire in your belly to do all the things that Joyce was talking about. You need to want to know how to shoot. You need to want to know how to edit a great story. You can't be shy in producing your story and calling up somebody, introducing yourself, and saying, hey, I'm so-and-so, I'm a student at LaGuardia Community College, and I've got to run some ideas by you. I'm working on a story. People will react to that. I'm working on a story. They love it. Like, ooh, you're working on a story. It's a lot of work. And the converging markets are making it even more work. But you're not the only one doing it. Everybody's learning how to shoot. Everyone's learning how to edit. To be successful in the news business in any form now, you will need to know it all.